All right, guys. Hello, guys, and welcome to the stream. This is actually my first time. Turning that off and turning it off. So please let your comments, questions down below, so we can check it out right now. All right. There we go. What we're going to talk about is how do I shoot my videos, and probably the first question of the many questions that I got from that was, what camera settings am I shooting? Now, this is my take it right here. This is my Lumix GH5 setup here. So let's take it out of the cage for a moment. So this is the camera, and I'm editing a video on my MacBook Pro just now, so maybe we can do something about that. But this is the camera. This is the Lumix GH5 in the small rig camera cage with the Sigma 18-35mm 1.8 lens. And also, if you can check this out, this is a speed booster. The speed booster is called the Metabones EF2 Micro Four Thirds speed booster, and it's basically a loop, a magnification glass, something, and it's pretty damn good. So what it means that this lens is for Canon mounts, but this camera has a Micro Four Thirds mount. So that basically means that these will not go together. But the Metabone Speed Booster allows that. So you get also an extra stop of light, and it makes your image wider because it narrows it, the field of view. It basically doubles it. No. All right. So what's up, you guys? 3 viewers now. So leave a question down below. So I will hold on. Yeah, there we go. Please let your comments, questions down below. So so basically what I've said, this is my new camera, and it shoots cinema 4K at 10-bit. So that means that probably that means that a lot more information is being recorded to the SD cards. So, but basically, the camera supports is dual card slot. So, sorry guys. So this is the card I'm using for my other camera. This is the Kingston 128 gigs SD card. That is not powerful enough, not fast enough for my for the high setting on this camera. So hi, good stuff. Keeping up the good work. Enjoy shooting with that beast of a camera. Yes, it is a really beast of a camera. I know that. Also, this lens, I've also, let me show you guys, I also have an anamorphic lens. If you can see here. So basically what anamorphic means, let's take that filter off here. Now basically what anamorphic means that it stretches out, or it squeezes out the horizontal image 2 times. So this is horizontal magnification is 2 times. So you can see that here. And it allows you to shoot much wider. And you get that oval bokeh. So that bokeh is oval. You can see right there. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. That instead of an round spherical glass, it's oval, so you get that oval bokeh, and that is probably that is the lens I'm shooting with the last video. So that is anamorphic covered. If you have more questions about anamorphic, please let me know. I will uh, I will talk about that. All right, let's get back to the less talking, more gaming. I know, but I know. All right, let's get that back. Also, I got something new I want to show you guys. This weird contraption is my new flight cam system. So it supports. Yeah, I don't know. it's yeah, I don't know. But this is my new vest, and if I put it on, you get the arm with it. This mechanical arm supports cameras up to 15 kilos, and it allows you to fly on your Steadicam. So this is my new Steadicam Flycam. I don't know if you call it that way. It's actually called the Flycam Red King. It allows you to fly a proper camera weighing up to 7 kilos, I guess. So I put that on right now. Let's go. First of all, the camera goes back to its original contraption. Come on. Yes. So this is the gauge setup done. So it goes to, I have a bottom plate, quick release plate on here. So that fits my new Steadicam. So let's put that together. So basically, unscrew this. Hopefully you guys can see that. So do that here. So click, lock it in place. So now it's really heavy. It's really heavy. It's up to 6 or 7 pounds or something. It's really heavy. So this is the so you need an external mount to carry all this weight. So I've got something where this comes into handy. So I put this on right here. I probably look stupid by putting it on, but I don't know. All right, let's lock that. Hold down. Bear with me, guys. Just doing some weird stuff on the internet. Yeah, I don't know. All right, put that on. Click. Do this also. So now I have the vest on. Oh, not good enough. All right, it's fit snug. You need to make sure it's fit snug. So now, all right, click. Yeah, so now it fits. All right. Now you take the Steadicam arm and you put that. Let's set this aside for a moment. Now, basically, you unscrew this screw. You drop it in like that, and it becomes an extension of your arm, basically. So what you're going to do is you can see this. It actually keeps up your rig. So if I take this for a second and put it, hold on, bear with me, guys. This is new. So now I can easily let it go. So you see, so There we go. So that is my Steadicam. See? You can fly it. You can do something crazy with it, and it stays. It stays. So probably need to balance it correctly. There we go. All right. All right. Well, I got a couple of messages. Let's take that and answer some. I know, right? It's awesome. So, do you have a couple more questions? Leave them down here in the comment section. And yeah. All right, so that is my Steadicam, and what I'm going to do now is I have the lens cap on. So the thing is, with this Steadicam, it allows you to get that fluid motion. If you see right here, see, it basically flies the Steadicam, flies the cam for you. It allows you to get that cinematic look that I adore in a couple of videos. So there we go. That's my Steadicam. So now I don't know what I'm talking about, but let's have a closer look at my my edits. All right, guys. The first thing you want to if you are going to disassemble the whole contraption, you need to make sure that the arm doesn't sway away, so it can knock you out. That's really important, that you keep this arm in reach, so you can unscrew this and then basically lift up and lay it flat on the ground, and if you have a recess or something, you can undo this. So there we go, and you can rest and take a break for your shoot. So all right, this is my Steadicam setup. And basically what you're going to do with this setup, it's really heavy, and if you need to carry this, it's not gonna it's not gonna do any well. So you need to take it off right here. Hold on. So I removed it, and there we go. So that was the Steadicam. Well, the first thing that I want to talk about, the second thing actually, I want to talk about is my new. This camera is really a beast, and sorry guys. So I'm going to, let's see for a second if I got this. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So this is my new, I'm working on a film today actually. I've shot a couple of, also this is an anamorphic, and we're going to basically edit. We're going to edit this. Now, first thing you need to do is get some music. So where is Google Hangouts? Come on. No, not that one. Bear with me, guys. Oh, that's the wrong button. All right, there we go. Just my whole screen. That's what I'm going to do. So now, if you can see that here, this is my music, all my music that I use for my videos. And let's see, something epic. It's always something epic. I don't know. Hold up. See here. What kind of thing we didn't. Let's see. So it's pretty epic to me. Hold up. It's up tempo. Hold up. We need something inspiring. Just like that. Not that one. Also not the... No. That's not what I'm looking for. So now we have a couple more. Let's see if there's a couple of other. This is also really good. This is also really good for inspirational things. Yeah, please also you guys please share and subscribe and like this video. And if you guys want me to do more live streams, then please let me know in the comment section down below. So we're going to find some music. We're gonna find something to do. Let's see. I need something from Agent Zero, I guess. No. Just more action stuff. Guess that's... No. All right, we're going to download some more music from Epidemic Sound. Oh. Push the wrong button. We're going to do this. Bear with me, guys. Hold up. I don't know. Let's see if I can have cameraman. Oh, no. That's the wrong button. Well, guys, we're having some difficulties. I don't know. Come on. I don't know. I want the face cam, but turn camera on. I don't know. I don't know how to do this, but this is my first time. Hi. Ja, ik ben zeker ook Nederlands. Ik kom uit het zuiden. En ja. Ja. Ik ga nu... wat ik nu ga doen, is ik ga muziek proberen te vinden voor mijn project waar ik nu aan het werken ben. Dus het is allemaal geschoten in Anamorphic. And basically, that's what we're going to do. If you have if you have questions, leave them in the comment section down below. So now we're epic. Just find something browse. Hold on. We need some film and epic stuff. So let's see if this works. This works. Forgive me, guys. The internet is not the best at the moment. But hang on. This is also really good. I know. I know. I like it very much too. It has probably the best library from finding copyright-free music. Also, I use Position Music, and Position Music is partnered by Freedom. And let's do that. I know, but I don't care. So this is probably the best trailer music for your videos. So let me see here. Placements. This is actually the music that is used in trailers or movies. If you can see that here, it's really nice. You can see that here. Titanfall 2. It's a lot of games. Transformers. A lot of movies that use this. Deadpool actually uses this music, so that's pretty cool. So that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for finding music for my video. It needs to be epic, but not too. If you know what I mean. Finding the right music is really difficult. It's probably the biggest difficulty of making a video. Shoot it, choosing music, or or something else. Well, actually, I think I got something, so we can put that for the media. I think that is still the right music for it. Yeah, that's the right music for that. So what I'm going to do is, this song is 2 minutes long, so that's not the right amount. So we're going to lengthen a remix, basically the music. So what I'm going to do is, where is it? Hold on, bear with me, guys. Edits. I think it's in edits. No. Export. No. This is I don't know. It's on. Hold on. Definitely. Hold. Bear with me, guys. I need to adjust something. Oh, not that one. Ooh. I know, right? It's so. What I'm going to do. There we go. Just share it with some other. Yeah, it's an edit. Yeah, I know that. All right. So, bear with me, guys. I'm going to. There we go. So, we're back in the Premiere file. So I'm going to lengthen the file, the music file. So we're going to do is edit an audition sequence. or we can use the clip, but I think we can use the sequence much better. So it's preparing for the audition file. So there we go. Come on. It's opening the file. So here we have the epidemic music file. We come down here to properties, remix, enable remix. So it's now analyzing the music, the waveform basically. Now we have here target duration. We can make that 3 minutes. So we can change the 2 to a 3. So we hit enter and it automatically changes up the waveform. So here you can see the squiggly lines you can see. So it automatically stitches the audio together. So you don't have to re-edit in post or in Premiere. So that's a little life hack on the remixing music. So now if you can listen, I don't know if you can hear it, but the music automatically goes further than that. So it's pretty damn awesome. So now we're gonna click export to Premiere Pro. Yeah, there we go, to XML file. Oh, sorry. Hold on. That was not right. Export to Adobe Premiere Pro. Open in Adobe Premiere Pro. Yes, there we go. Hopefully it does work. I don't know. Man, why does it not work? Hold on. So, multi-track export to, maybe that's, I need to press down. No, all right. It does not work. I don't know. It does not work. So we're going to have a 2 minute audio file. So what I'm going to do is a really quick edit how I finish my video. So basically, this is my this is all shot in 4K 60p, so it's slowed down in slow motion. So you can see here that it is in anamorphic. I don't need this file. These 3 files I don't need. So that one also, that one not. That's not the right one. All right, let's change it up for a moment. I filmed at the local harbor, so you can see down here when the music starts, we're gonna have a cut to the next shot. There we go. So that's basically how I make my cuts to the music. And when you find a beat or a rhythm, so this is not perfect, so now it's perfectly edited. So we have the, all right, so now the next beat is coming up. There we go. So next peak is coming up. With that, we cut it. Wait, save it for the later, so we can fill the gap up with other shots. Here, so we can use, for example, this. I shot this handheld, actually. And let's see if I can do this. Oh. All right. So a car is chasing, so passing by. So we want that. We place that here. So all right. So another car is passing by. So you basically need to think about your cuts. So you can see I bumped the camera, so it's not really that good. You see, and when we hit the bump, we need to cut. So there we go. You can see it's smooth. Then we can fill up. Then you can fill up the gap with another file, basically. So there we go. You can change that up. So we have another beat down here. So change that up. We need a cut. And since we have the other things, we can cut back to our original video or original clip, if you would say. So now, basically what we have now, it's multiple shots cut together, and this is up to the beat. So it's really simple actually, but what I'm going to do now is let's save the project for a while. Now I'm going to color correct my footage. Since this is filmed in a log profile, I need to basically color correct the footage or color grade the footage to the standard Rec 709 color LUTs, color space, if you want to do that. So we're gonna make an adjustment layer. There we go. Put that on top of the video clips. There we go. So now we are going to hit that color tab. Since I got the log profile picture installed in my Premiere Pro, I basically hit that vlog to Rec 709. So now you can see the colors is coming back, and we're going to the image has a magenta tint to it, so we are going to color correct it. So if I add more green to the footage, it becomes more natural. So a little bit more orange, so maybe a warmer tone. It's really so basically that is, hold up, let's check the Lumetri scopes. Come on, there we go. HDR, float. All right. Here you can see that the image is pretty damn wide. So actually, what we sorry. Actually, what we are going to do is change the exposure. So the exposure we get in the tab right here, and you can see the image becomes darker, and you can see the the scope, the vector lines right here. So a little bit more of the highlights back, a little bit more highlights back, a little bit more like that. And as you guys can see, hold up, come on. It's not working together, man. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let's fill in. No, does not work today. That doesn't matter. So then we're going to cut to the creative stuff. So here is the fun. Now we add a simple curve to it, a simple S curve for more contrast. So we can lift the shadows, we can darken the shadows and lift the highlights back up. So you get more contrast, and that's basically how a lot of Hollywood films is color corrected. Maybe we can add a little bit more of a shadowy, more red. No, not right. Now we have the creative LUT. We can import a lot, so we can do that. And since this is the Rec 709 color LUT space anymore, or what I'm going to say is, so this is not the log profile anymore. This is a Rec 709 standard file. So we can use the standard Rec 709 LUTs. If you see right here, turn down the intensity a little bit, and wait, I will hold up right here. No, that's the wrong thing. Okay. So bear with me, guys. It's so basically that is how I color grade, edit, and shoot my videos. So for PR purposes and sharing purposes, let's do that. Hold on. Let's make a picture and share it on Instagram. So that's good. We are live. All right. There we go. So now the thing is, so do you have a couple of more questions? Leave them here in the comment section down below. So hopefully I answered them all. Let's wait. So, how you guys been? It's probably take a while. I don't know. What kind of quality am I streaming on? Is this 720p? Yeah, 720p. That's good enough. That's good enough. All right. So now, yeah. I covered basically it all. I covered it all, actually. What we have here. So for you guys that joined, that I this is my this is my huge ass cinema rig, if you call it that way. This is my camera. It's a Lumix GH5, and this is a 4K monster. It really is a monster. So we are loosening this screw up. So this is the camera, and I got a Sigma 18 to 35 millimeter lens on it. Let's take this off of it, takes the microphone off so you guys can see it much better. So this is the 18 to 35 lens from Sigma. There we go. It's a 1.8 aperture, and it's really a nice lens. I got follow focus gears on it, so it's really easy to change up the focus. So here we have the camera, and you can see down here, this is the Metabone Speed Booster. It basically is a magnifying glass. It gives you more light in the sensor, and it gives you a wider field of view. So that's really really helpful if you have a really awesome lens, because this lens is a Canon mount lens, and this is a Micro Four Thirds sensor mount. So these two will not go together well. Because of the speed booster, it works. It works very well. Basically, it gives you 1.3 of a stop more light. So I can show you guys. So this is the LCD screen of the Lumix GH5. So I'm able to go all the way down to an f1.1. So being a f1.8 lens, it gives you a lot more light. The thing is to have in mind that 1.1 on the camera is actually 1.8 on the lens. So it will not give you more bokeh and will not give you actual 1.1 characteristics, but it does give you more light in the camera. So when you shoot, you can go all the way down to 1.1, and 1.8 is a pretty damn difference. So also I have more. This is my new Steadicam system. This is a gimbal system, and what's cool about it that you can lose this shaft down here, so you can change the balance with it. So we are going to hold down, bear with me, guys. We are going to set this up again. All right. So back in the cinema rig. So I have a quick release plate on it on the bottom, so we can hopefully you guys can see this right here. So you can slide this back here. There we go. Hold on. Come on. There we go. Click. Lock it. So this setup is really, really heavy, actually, and it's really heavy. It weighs, I think, 10 kilograms or something. It's ridiculous. But if you're shooting all day long, you need something. You need a support, basically. So this vest is where it comes in. You know, you have on the vest, you have a arm, mechanical arm, so you can wait. I will put it on. I will put it on. All right. So this vest allows you to shoot for longer periods of time, and it's really comfortable, actually. So there we go. Put that here. So there we go. So now we have the vest on. Now, you have two options to mount the arm. I will go right, because that is my, because I'm right-handed. So you can lose this screw right here. Drop it in. Tighten the screw. There we go. So now you have a mechanical arm. So if you press on it, I set the weight of the springs to hold the camera setup. So it's pretty heavy down here. So we're going to, this setup has a, I can show you guys, this setup has a hole down here. So we're going to put this into here. Now it's important that you keep your posture right, because if you don't, the camera falls here. You can see if I steer it with my hips, camera goes all places, you know. It's gonna be wild. So what you're going to do is you not grip it like this, because the camera cannot float anymore. Just a simple touch on your left hand in my case. Hold up. Let's change it. There we go. So on your left hand, you basically want to touch it very subtle, and you can spin it around. And if you have balanced it correctly, it will spin like this for a couple of minutes. So that's really ridiculous. But so this is the setup, and this setup allows me to shoot for hours at a time. So if you have the posture right, stand up straight, not slouching, because it's going, you see the camera wants to move that way. So if you do it the other way around, the camera comes towards you. That's not the case. And you can lean with your hips. The camera goes that way. So you need to make sure that the camera stays level, and it's needed. You need a little bit of practice with it. So, all right. So what we're going to do is I set up a little bit. I have my room, by the way, but let's see. So this is the Steadicam system, and you can see if I move, the camera stays level, and that's basically what you want. The only thing that that this system has that is pretty annoying is the level, the horizontal level. You can see it's like a pendulum. If you don't if you don't pay attention to that, it becomes a really heavy pendulum. So make sure you don't do that. You have your other hand. So there we go. So I can walk for hours, run even, and yeah, it's really heavy. That so when you take off the vest and arm, hold up. So when you take off the vest and arm, you need to make sure that this arm doesn't sway around. It can hit a lot of people. It can hurt people. So that's something you don't want. So you can set your camera back here. Now it's important that you go down below, hold down, press this down like that, set this back on the ground like that. All right. So if you can see, it wants to go swaying. So that's not good at all. When you're dismounting this setup, you need to make sure that you have control over the arm. Now, loosen this screw, this tiny screw. If you lose this up, there we go. You can dismount the arm, just place it on a level surface, and if you need a brake or you need this vest is really comfortable, but it fits snug. So if you need some more room, you can click this. So there we go. So you have more room to move around, basically. And yeah, that's my so if you need to shoot again, just click it down like that. Just in a matter of minutes, you are ready to shoot again. So I'm going to show you guys one more time. There we go. Click. Just screw this. Now, it's really important that you need to make sure. So now I'm ready to shoot again. It's really that simple. It's really that simple, actually. So now, all right. Let's take you on the edit. Let's get back to on the edit. There we go. Set that aside. So guys, if you have a question, leave them in the comment section down below. Oh, forgive me. So if you have a question, leave them in the comment section down below. So, all right. So we have the camera. Also, this is a quick release setup, and it's pretty heavy. But you can see this plate easily can dismount like that. Keep an eye. Release this. There we go. Yeah, chic, eh? Well, there we go. So this is the camera. It's really not that heavy, but that's basically my new camera set up right here. So now we're going. Let's have a closer look at my edits. So if I change up the hold up, there we go. App venster. Hold on. All right. So probably no. I think all right. So now we have the color correction of the log footage. So we're going to hold up. Go back to the edit, and so so if I disassemble or I disable the VFX, you can see it's really flat and gray. So this is called a log profile. A log profile means that it records much more information than a standard Rec 709. The standard Rec 709 is basically a profile picture that is for the standard TV and monitors, basically. And a log profile records a lot more information in the shadows and highlights. So if you want that information back, you need to confirm it to the Rec 709 color space. So that is why if you disable this, it looks very flat. And if you disable, you can add more colors to it. So, and basically the whole edit, um, the whole, you can see if I, it adds much more dynamic, the dynamic balance. It's really that easy. Come on. All right. So now we have the. Hmm. So you can see here in the background you have a couple of guys. So we want that in, but we don't need 1 minute of that clip. So we're going to edit a little clip into it. Let's see. Basically, I've shot all the clips in 4K 60p. So, except for a couple of clips, I shot this on 6K and then in 30p. Yeah, you can see this anamorphic lens. What this anamorphic lens does, basically, I will show you guys what this anamorphic lens does. I got this anamorphic lens. I will show you guys. Take that filter off. What an anamorphic lens does is it gives you an oval bokeh. So the image has the out of focus area has oval detail about it. So we're going to mount this up the camera. We have a simple ring to convert the vintage manual lens to my camera. So this right here. Oh yeah. So there we go. You can see the glass inside of the lens. It's click. There we go. So this is my anamorphic lens setup. So now if I turn on the camera, it says that my focal length is 50 millimeters. And this lens is actually a 58 millimeters. So I need to change that up. No, right. So I changed the focal length to 58. So let's change that up right here. So you can see that's right there. 58 millimeters set. So now the image, so now this is an anamorphic lens. The image squeezes 2 times because this is a 2 times anamorphic lens. So you need to make sure that the anamorphic, you need to go in this menu. You can choose anamorphic 4:3 mode. You have an option of 4K 24 hertz. I set this this camera to the NSTC to the American standard. So I got 24, 30, and 60. Now you got 4K at 24 frames per second at 4208 bit. So that means that the color space, no, not the color space, the bit rate is 100 megabits per second, and that means that the quality of the video, it's not that great. You can go up to 6K anamorphic at 30p at 30p 420 10 bit. So basically what Panasonic does. This is a hybrid, a new codec, new video codec that also has in the new iPhone, new iPhone 8 Plus and 10. Um, it gives you a lot more room to to work in, basically with more, with less file size, basically. So I'm going to choose the 4K at 150 megabits per second at 422 10-bit. So that means that I'm shooting. I shot this this sequence also in 422 10-bit on the GH5 in anamorphic mode at 30p and 60p. At 60p, you don't have 10-bit, but that doesn't matter uh, because um, yeah, you know, you can see now the image ratio is a square. It's a 4:3 ratio. So we're going to set up the ratio to the proper. We're going to decrease the image, basically. So we're going to hit the menu button. So now it's a proper cinema scope. It's a 2.66 to 1. So that means that it's really close to CinemaScope. Now we also have a lot more problems with this setup. Now the first thing is that this setup is a two focus setup, 2x focus. So you can focus the anamorphic adapter, and you need to focus your taking lens. Or in my case, it's the Helios Galios 44-2 58 millimeter one f2. It's a Russian lens, Russian vintage lens. The anamorphic adapter is actually a Japanese. Um, so basically, what you need is a single focus solution. I I will go in more details very soon because I also ordered. Um, I there is a single focus solution coming up for this setup really soon. So I need to pre-order that. And basically, what this single focus solution does, you can set your taking lens on infinity and your anamorphic adapter to infinity. So the light passes through or comes in, and you can focus with your single focus adapter. So there we go. Um, so this, unfortunately, the focus range is 1.5 meters to infinity. So you need a close focus. You need something. You need a diopter or something else uh, to get a lot more closer to your subject. So I have here a I call it a diopter, a +1 diopter. So you can see if I hold up my face, you can see probably that my eyes becomes a little bit more bigger. So what this does the changes up the light rays within the lens and the camera, the sensor, you know, and it allows you to focus much closer than that. So the other thing to keep in mind, your infinity is also changed. So I changed the minimum focus distance is 1.5 meters or 5 feet. With this setup, you can hold up. with this setup, you can go much closer, 60 centimeters or something. 60 centimeters, what I've tested with this. So keep in mind that the infinity is much closer than the original. So yeah, I don't know. If you have a lot of more questions, leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. And yeah, basically that is it for today. Yeah. I don't know what I'm talking. I don't know what I'm talking. You know, it's really difficult to keep this um, this live stream running without a question. So just waiting up for a lot more questions. How you guys doing, man? All right. I'm going back to on the edits. You can see here, screen share. There we go. So here you can see the difference between the log profile picture and the Rec 709 color corrected footage. Also keep in mind this footage is shot in 10-bit, and it will have much more information to work with. That's basically how 10-bit works. It has a lot more information to work with. All right. So now alrighty, righty. This we are going to you can see this is shot in 60p, and there we go. Hold up. You can see this is shot in 60p, also in log, but not in 10-bit. And we're going to color correct this footage also, but it gives you a lot less information back. So that's not great at all, basically. Let's check this out here. So instead of using an adjustment layer, we're using the original footage. So now let's go back to the color correction space. You can see here that the colors are really crammed up, and if you compare it to the other ones, you can see a lot more color in the footage. So the job is that we need a lot more contrast and exposure. Contrast. If you can see that the if you add more saturation to it, it changes the color space not that good. So you really need a converter to VLOG to Rec 709. So you can see also in the luminary scopes, you can see a lot magenta tints. I don't know what's going on. Probably the color the white balance is a little bit off, but let's change that. Hold up. There we go. So the highlights back down. We bring the highlights back down. The exposure, we can use the exposure to dial right in. There we go. Shadows a little bit more up. So this image is really, yeah. You can see. You can see if I change it up, yeah. See, this is the danger with color correction and shooting in vlog, is that the footage that you shot it with, it's not. It's really difficult to get the right colors back and not changing any other colors. So it's really difficult actually to color correct this footage. So now you can see how much information is brought back. You can see it's still a little bit clipping in the highlights here, but further you can see that when you change like that, it becomes a little bit more pleasing to the eye. There we go. You see? So now if I go back here to the edit, let's save that. You can see side by side the effects of color correction. That is really brought back the colors. So if I go back to this, you can see the colors back. It's not that sharp because it's a vintage lens. It's not that tech sharp, but it does keep a good, when it focuses, it is pretty sharp. You can see this is not that sharp, but it doesn't matter. Let's go. You can see blown out highlights and twigs, but first of all, it does not matter because, yeah, there we go. So basically, that is how I shoot my videos. So hold up, change it up. So basically, that is how I managed to shoot my videos. So now, if you have a question, leave it in the comment section down below, or watch my other videos on other short films or something like that. And I will see you guys in the next video or stream. And all right, guys, see you guys soon. Bye bye.